G'day YouTube, I'm Dino and welcome to my channel. This week's project is this wonderful little Lesney Matchbox Lamborghini Miura. Okay, the 1:1 scale car was built between 1966 and 1973 and was the first of the truly mid-engined supercars. In the little bit of research I did, I found that Eddie Van Halen had one, and you can hear it in their recording of Panama as they'd mic'd it up when they took it to the studio. This one certainly needs a little bit of TLC, so we'll get stuck in and see what I can do with it. It's absolutely a beautiful little casting, this one. So it's nice detail. So it's a Matchbox series number 33, Lamborghini Miura, made in England, Lesney Products and Co. Yeah, apparently they made these from 69 to 72. 69 version had the standard wheels. After that, they came out with a very early version of the super fast wheels, skinny, so it would fit under the wheel arches of the standard casting. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Opening and closing doors. Pretty good nick considering it's 50 years old nearly. Actually, this little nugget of gold I found in an op shop, and quite often you go to the op shops, and there's a couple around here. They'll have a little box of cars, normally filled with Hot Wheels, which 10 years or younger, but every now and again you'll find a little nugget like this one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Making the usual start, I'm just going to drill a 1.5mm pilot hole, just far enough to get me started for when I drill the proper hole to tap it. And I've picked out a drill. I'm just going to drill the tops of these rivets off so we can all pop it open. As you can see here, there's the two rivets at the rear holding the back down, and the grill goes into the body to hold the front. All the glass is held in by this post at the top, which I've just got a largish drill, and I'm just going to carefully take out the bulk of that post holding it in. Now I'm just using a little grinding bit in the rotary tool. It's been very careful because I do not want to go through the roof or leave a mark there of any sort, and I do not want to destroy the windscreen. Always a relief to get the windscreen out in one piece. I already did have a crack in it, and that was from the manufacturing process, but yeah, it's heavily scratched, but we'll fix that. And I'm just using a toothpick to pop out these wheels. They're not in too bad a nick. That little piece at the front is broken on the suspension, but we'll fix that. Yeah, all in all, it's not in bad nick. I'm not a huge fan of this suspension setup. Thanks to those pilot holes I drilled earlier, we have a nice start to drill a 1.5mm hole into these posts. A couple of drops of some light oil left over from my remote control car racing days. We need to add a bit of lubrication for our 2mm tap, because we will put a M2 button head screw, and that'll help hold it all together when we're done. Paint stripping time, probably my favourite part, even though probably incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, that just doesn't get old. The old caustic soda and boiling water method. It's saying that if you're going to use this method, wear gloves, wear glasses. Probably doing it on the bench is not a good idea, because even though I do warm the jar, possibility it could explode and you get boiling water and caustic soda all over everything, which would not be ideal. But on this paint, it has been effective. Using the last of my wire wheels, I'll go over the whole body and clean it up. This casting was in fact pretty rough. Down the right hand side was quite nice, but down the left hand side it really looked like a 3D puzzle that had been badly put together. But hey, it is what it is, and it is a child's toy. They made them by the thousands, and some castings are good and some castings are not so good. Saw this on another YouTube video where someone made up their own little emery boards. I've made some 800 grit, 1200 grit and 2000. Worked really well. So I spent quite a bit of time trying to clean up this casting. It has some bizarre casting lines, and after that I soaked it in some degreaser and gave it a wash and a really good rinse. Okay, everything gets a good wash now. I've got some warm soapy water, just a couple of drops of detergent, so in goes the windscreen, the interior. While I'm at it, I might as well give the base a wash as well. A quick peek at the body. It's been done with Tamir's fine primer in grey, and I wanted a black undercoat, which I didn't have, so I then sprayed it in black, which apparently is what you do when you're painting gold. Seeing the windscreen has some decent scratches in it, it's been well played with, and so it should. I've got some 2000 wet and dry, and I'm going to try and rub as many of the deep scratches out of it as I can. This is an acrylic polish by Autosol, which I had. I have no idea why I had it, but I had it there. And just a buffing pad for the rotary tool, and we'll polish this windscreen up as best we can. This creates a fair amount of friction, so keep it moving. Don't have it in the one spot too long. There's no need to have the rotary tool turned right up, and hopefully it'll work out well. So now it's getting a dunk in the self-polishing floor wax, because I can't seem to find pledge over here in Australia. So we've dipped it in. We're going to now wick off all the excess. Try not to get my fingerprints on it because my tweezers are a bit dodgy. And put it on those toothpicks and put a cover over it and let it dry overnight. It's a pleasant surprise to find the wheels in fairly reasonable condition. I've just cleaned them up with a bit of wet and dry after I've re-chromed them with the chrome pen and a paintbrush. I've just pumped out a bit of ink and I'm sending myself blind trying to paint it back on. I'll give them the self-polishing floor wax treatment as well. Right, resupply some brand new wire wheels. It's always nice to work with new stuff again. We better give this base a bit of a shine up. It's very oxidized, so I hit it with a wire wheel, then polished up with the Autosol metal polish. It turned out a treat. Alright, let's jump in the time machine and go back in time about a week. It's been a busy week, which is why it's taken me so long to finish this lovely little casting, which is a fairly ambitious casting by Lesney at the time, I think. And this is what we start with. Looking a bit battered and bruised, bent axles, usual, scratched windscreens. And here's the finished product. Project done. Yes, it's turned out quite a bit lighter than the original colour. I assumed, makes an arse out of you, that with the black undercoat, the gold would turn out darker than it has. And it's the Tamiya Gold Leaf X12, which really on it, as it is, it's turned out really well. My painting ability has definitely improved. I'm using a lower PSI through the airbrush. I'm running about 20, where I was up nearly around 35, and I find it's coming out more evenly and a little bit heavier, and I'm using less paint. And it's got the Tamiya clear gloss over the top of that as well, and it's come out really nice. And it's another little car, beautifully restored. Actually, it's got a lovely finish. It really does have a lovely finish. It's got a really nice glow about it. It looks a lot better in real life than what it does on the video. But it's another one for my glowing collection of restored cars. And yeah, I'm really happy. So thanks for watching if you've made it this far. I know these videos can be a bit boring, and I am definitely an amateur. I'll admit it, I don't know what I'm doing. But thanks again. Please subscribe, comment, like. If I'm really offending you with what I'm doing with these little cars, just thumbs down. You can even tell me what I'm doing wrong. Pretty thick-skinned. I'm not going to roll on a fetal position and cry myself to sleep or anything like that. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm still learning, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.